I'm Sawartha from Bachelor 3B. This is my assignment for individual project. The title of my project is Implementation of Statistical Analysis and Dashboard-Based Visualization to Explore Three-Point Revolution and its strategic implications in the NBA. This is the dashboard page of my application. Here we can see the all-time leaders in three-point statistics, with the most attempts being Stephen Curry at 9,589, and he also as the most made three-pointers at 4,058. Here we can see the players with the most three-point attempts in NBA history. Stephen Curry being the first, followed by James Harden, Damian Lillard, Ray Allen, and LeBron James. Now moving on to the next page, being three-point explorer. Here we can select a category of three-point attempts, three-point made, and three-point percentage. And we can see in this bar chart the top 20 players with the most three-point attempts in NBA history. Stephen Curry being the leader, followed by James Harden, Damian Lillard, Ray Allen, and LeBron James. You can see this chart in line chart as well, being by Stephen Curry, James Harden, Damian Lillard, and Ray Allen. Now we can change the category to three-point made. Now we can see it in line chart, which is also led by Stephen Curry, followed by James Harden, Ray Allen, and Damian Lillard. You can see this statistic in bar chart as well. Below we can see the top 50 players with the most three-point attempts and made. Uh, in this top 50 players, most of the players are from or after the three-point revolution era, starting from 2010. Only a handful of players have played before that era. Most of the players present in this list are from 2010s or after that. Now let's go to the next page, player evolution please. Now let's select a player from 1980s, Larry Bird. Now in this page we can see his statistics. He ranks 355th with 1,727 three-point attempts, and he ranks 336 with 649 three-point made, and his three-point percentage being 37.6. You can see his all-time ranking, and we can also see his career overview. Now let's select a modern player like Clay, Clay Thompson. You can see his statistics. He ranks 6th among all the players in NBA history with 6,562 three-point attempts. He ranks 5th with 2,697 three-point made, and he has a three-point percentage of 41.1%. And here we can see his career overview. Below here we can see how Clay Thompson ranks top 5 against most three-point attempts, and he's not in the top 5, but in three-point made he is in the top 5 of most three-point made in NBA history. Now moving on to the next page. This is the timeline page. This is the modern era, and this is the 1990s. You can see the how much more players have shot three-point attempts after the 1990s. And you can see in this era comparison that almost or more than half of the all three-point attempts have come after the 2000s, and only a handful of players shot a three-pointer during the 1980s and 90s. Now if we select the 1990s and we go below, you can see the top three-point attempts in the 1990s, the top three-point made and top three-point percent. But this is a flaw in my application, as Ray Allen is not the top three-point attempts in 1990s, but he started his career during the 1990s, so he's also featured here. And you can see Steve Kerr with the highest three-point percent being 45.4%. Now let's go to the modern era. The most three-point attempt has been done by Stephen Curry, followed by James Harden. But you can see Steve Kerr also here. During his final stage of his career, he played a couple of seasons couple of seasons in the 2000s, so he's also featured here, and it is a flaw of my application. I'm using data from the NBA's official website itself, and below here you can see the historical context. 1979 to 80 season being the first season in which NBA introduced its three-point line at 23 feet and 9 inches. During the 1994 to 95 season, the NBA attempted to address the decreased shooting from the three-point and by shortening its distance from 23 feet and 9 inches to 22 feet. But this change did not last long, as in the 1997 to 98 season, NBA moved back its line to its original distance, and 2000 season being an important season, as I think it is the beginning of the three-point revolution era. Now let's go through the last page of comparison, in which we can select up to 5 players. Now let's select 2 players from the modern era, being James Harden and Damian Lillard. Now let's select 2 players from the who started their career during the 1990s, being Reggie Miller and Vince Carter. You can see, despite playing less games, these two stat being of Damian Lillard and James Harden, they have played less games than Reggie Miller and Vince Carter, but they have attempted more and made more three pointers than both of the players who played during the 1990s.